Hello, my name is Jani. Welcome to my channel. This is a cross stitch channel where I usually talk about cross stitch and flosses and fabrics and topics related to cross stitch. And sometimes I try to record a stitch with me where I stitch and talk about cross stitch. So we'll see, because I am trying to get in the mood to stitch this piece, and it's not easy. I will be stitching or trying to stitch this project. This is a design by Martina Weber Chatelain, and is this beautiful mandala. It's Misty Morning Vineyard, and yeah, I really want to finish this project. I need to finish the one of the corners, the last one. So here I am trying to I finished the columns. I need to add the specialty stitches and all the crystals and back stitch and all that fun stuff. And right now I'm going to make this like flowers here in the corner, and this large like pot of flowers, something like that. But yeah, I am trying to to remember what I am doing, because it's not easy. These chatelaine designs are always a little tricky. You have to pay attention and follow the pattern, and yeah. And with this project I'm having so much fun, and I try to check when I start this project, and I started on April of 2005. So it's almost 18 years since I started this, which is crazy, because yeah, I always say, yeah, I started this a few years ago, like 10 years ago, like 12 years ago, like 8 years ago. And no, this is almost 18 years old, but it looks amazing. So once I finish it, I'm going to be so happy, and at the same time a little sad, because this project has been with me for all these years, and sharing different stories and aspects of my life, of my children's life. One of my kids told me, "Oh, Mom, I remember those peacocks. You have been stitching this project for many years." And I said, "Yeah, a few." So yeah, it's so pretty to have this project for all these years, and it's like a companion, and yeah. And of course I love to have many projects on the go. So I have never really been a fan of rotations, or making actually plans for my stitching. I really like to stitch what I want, wherever I want. So I love to start new projects and sometimes finish the projects, but it's more the happiness of being stitching. Not, I don't stitch to finish projects. If I finish my projects, I feel very happy, but it's more like enjoying the journey. So yeah, and with all the years that I've been stitching this project, um, I remember that I started this one with a frame, with a stand that my husband built me, and because you know I I used to stitch on a frame, and I really want to to stitch with a frame, and no, it was something that I really didn't enjoy. And I feel more comfortable stitching in hand. Even this chatelaine with the specialty stitches and with all the crystals and the metallics and the back stitch, I can, perhaps my stitches are not perfect, but I don't care that much, and it's something that it has been also, changed from my way of stitching. I used to be really, really, you know, mm, like picky, like careful of the way I was stitching and the right colors and the right stitches, and but right now I don't pay that much attention to all these little details because um, if I made a cross here and it has to be, next or it's moved a little bit, it's not really a big deal. Um, at least that's why what I think. So I try to be more relaxed about the stitching and not worry so much. But every stitcher is different. And I think even though my crosses are not perfect, I I enjoy making them so much more right now that the beginning of this project, because I feel more freedom and more happiness while I am stitching. So yeah, and talking about different ways of stitching, I was watching a video from Elizabeth, and she was showing how she does um, the stitching hand method with the um, sewing method, and it was so interesting to watch because I also stitch in hand and I also use the sewing method, but our ways, of stitching are so different. I was watching her, and it's different the way we stitch, even though we both stitch in hand and we both use the sewing method. So yeah, um, I love how you can see all these different videos and tutorials and learn something new and have that opportunity to take advantage of the experience of another stitcher. So, and it's also um, an inspiration. That's why I like to make these videos, because it's not trying to show the right way of making cross stitch, but just the way we do it, and perhaps you can find that way you know useful. But it's just this sharing experiences and um, sharing ways to do things that make this community and the members of this community uh, more, I don't know, more active and more part of this hobby. we can all teach and learn different things. Perhaps right now with my, talking and trying to stitch, and it's not really useful for you, but perhaps someone can see and can take some tips, and that's great. I love that opportunity that Flosstube gave us to learn and to grow and to have different perspectives. Perhaps some stitcher that only do cross stitch with a frame or a hoop, they watch us and say, you know what, this is not for me. But at the same time, we can appreciate different ways of do things. So yeah. The thing is that I really enjoy Elizabeth video, and it was really interesting how she stitch and how is different from the way I stitch, but at the same time it's similar, and I can learn things from her. So yeah, that's my Flosstube review of today. No, I'm sure everybody watch Elizabeth videos. They are so fun, and she's so great. She shares tutorials about sewing and quilting, and yeah, she's amazing. And here I am trying to finish a chatelaine before New Year. And I'm also working on my sampler, well, no, my sampler, but on a sampler by Lila's studio. It's called Welcome's Quaker, and I am working on it on my lunch time at the office, but I haven't been stitching on that a lot. So yeah, I don't know if I could finish that before New Year's, but we'll see. And some of my stitchy friends ask me if I have plans for a new start for New Year's, and I always love to start a new project on New Year's, but this time I guess I don't know what to stitch, because let me begin with my story. I have a friend who is a tattoo artist. He made some of my tattoos, and he's traveling right now on Europe. He went to Spain and to France, and he's doing tattoos there. And one of my Spanish stitchy friends realized that my friend Pete was there, and she contacted him and asked me, you know what, Jenny, you can order something from Casa Senina, which is a store on Italy. And let me see, because I make a mistake here. Yeah. And my friend Maria, who is a Spanish stitcher, talked to my friend Pete, who is my tattoo artist, who is in Spain. And they talk and got together, and they are wonderful people. So Pete was really happy to have a new friend there, my friend Maria, and they were talking, and they have a drink, and Maria, her husband which is also a cross stitcher. They got together with my friend Pete, and yeah, they have a great time. So Maria has this wonderful idea that I could order, some cross stitch material from Casa Senina, which is a store on Italy, and my friend Pete could, bring my cross stitch material from Casa Senina. So I make an order on Casa Senina, and I order some linen, 40 count linen, because it's really hard for me to get that kind of fabric here, and also Lugana 32, and a few samplers, because some of the samplers that I really wanted are from the Scarlet House, and they are only available, as printed patterns. So I order some beautiful samplers and fabrics, and I was really happy. So I ordered the materials from Casa Senina on Italy, and they sent my things to Madrid, España, to Spain, with my friend Pete, who is staying with a friends on Madrid. And then when Pete came back before Christmas here to my city, he will be bringing my stitchy Christmas present that I got for me. Those are my gifts from me to me. So that was the plan. I remember, like, when you see a picture of the the plan and versus reality, like expectation versus reality. So that was the expectation. So I made the purchase on Casa Senina. I got this beautiful, let me see what I am doing. These beautiful patterns and fabrics. They ship my material to Madrid, and they send it to my friend's house, but instead of arriving to my friend's house, we don't know where my things are, because the postal service is saying that my materials are already delivered, and that is not true. Nothing has arrived to my friend's house. So now I'm sending emails to Casa Senina, asking for for information about my things, and I am writing with the help of my friend Maria to the postal service. And oh my god, it has been an adventure. But I don't know if Pete, my friend who is coming before Christmas, is going to receive the Casa Senina package. So perhaps if my things appears, I will be waiting until Maria receive that, and then she can send to me. I don't know. I don't want to think about it, because originally it was a great plan, but right now I'm feeling a little sad, because it's getting so complicated. So one of the samplers that I ordered was from the Scarlet House. It was the Smith sampler. It's a lovely design, and I was so excited for that sampler in particular that I got my flosses ready, and one of the fabrics that I dyed, I got it ready. So let me show you the flosses and the fabric. Well, perhaps you are not going to be able to see the the full materials, but yeah, here are the flosses. Look at these colors. I'm making, of course, a conversion with some silks that I have and some, different flosses, DMC and CXC. So look at this. Instead of the red from the design, I'm going to use this like wine color, and I was so happy. Look. Oh my God! And the fabric. It's one of the fabrics that I dyed, and you can really see because we are too close, but yeah, it's a lovely fabric. So I was ready with the fabric and the flosses, and now the pattern is lost. So this was my star, my planned star for January 1st, but right now I'm probably not going to start this. So yeah, I'm a little sad about it, but well, I have a lot of other projects to work on, and by a lot I mean a lot. It's not like I need more things to stitch, but I really want it. So yeah, that's the story of my attempt to make a purchase on Casa Senina. That part I did. I make the purchase on Casa Senina, but the thing is that the stitchy stuff never arrived to my friend's house, and we are trying to find those things, and perhaps we can have a Christmas miracle. We don't know. my husband is talking to my kid. He's not laughing at me, but it's the destiny. So that's my report for today. A little cross stitch, a little adventures, plans, and yeah. I will try to finish this pot. In this space you have to stitch a specialty stitch like this one, these ones. Oh, they look so pretty. And then these flower vases or pots, and then of all these and then of all of these. And yeah, I close this part. Is different from the original design. I decided to close this corner and added this back stitch. I make it myself, and because I rarely take notes of the project while I'm stitching them, I have a really hard time to trying to remember how I close this part, and I frog many times this border, but now I I hope I can continue stitching. So yeah, this is my report for today. A little stitch with me, with a little story, and please help me with your wishes that I can find my lost stitchy purchase. So I will let you know in my next video how the adventures of my new fabrics and patterns end. So yeah, I will let you know. Okay, thank you for stitch a little bit with me, talk a little bit. I will try to make another video before the last one. But yeah, thank you for being here with me to stitch, to talk about cross stitch, and to keep enjoying this lovely hobby, this lovely form of art. I will see you on my next video. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and happy stitching. Bye bye.